Hello, my name is Prudence Crandall. I was born in 1803 in Rhode Island. I was educated at a Society of Friends school in Connecticut. I established a private academy for girls in Canterbury. My school was a great success until I admitted a black girl. I refused to change my policies of educating black and white students together, while parents began taking their children away. So in 1833, I decided to open a school for black girls. My school attracted girls from Boston to Pittsburgh. The local people were furious. They tried to keep me from getting supplies. They contaminated my well. They even passed a law barring establishment that any school taught out-of-state African Americans and prohibiting the teaching of any colored people, not inhabitants of Connecticut. It was called the Black Law. I was arrested and spent a night in jail. My students were threatened with arrest and lashing. During my trial, a lawyer argued that African American citizens in other states, and there was no reason why they shouldn't be considered such in Connecticut. The prosecution denied the fact that freed African Americans were citizens in any state. The jury was unable to reach a decision. A second trial in the Superior Court decided against the school. We then appealed and then took the case to the Supreme Court of Errors. They dismissed the case on grounds of lack of evidence. The townspeople became more violent and they vandalized the school and set it on fire. For mine and my students' safety, we decided to close the school. My school was only open for 1.5 years. My husband and I moved out of the state of Connecticut. The Black Law was finally repealed in 1838. At that point, the legislature recognized me and they provided me with a yearly pension of $400. Almost 100 years later, the legal argument used by my trial attorney were submitted to the Supreme Court during their consideration of the civil rights case of Brown versus Topeka Board of Education.